Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing the 24-hour crochet challenge where you attempt to crochet for 24 hours straight, and you'll just have to watch the video to see what happened because there was a really unexpected turn of events. This is just yarn fuzz, by the way. I don't have Christmas time snow dandruff. It's really not that bad. I do have dandruff, but it usually stays put. Anyway, my rules are a little more laid back. If I get up and go to the bathroom or take a little 30-minute break, I'm not tacking on time. I'm human, and in order to crochet for 24 hours straight, I need to have breaks because hands, you know? I also am not gonna neglect my kids for a challenge. So yeah, let's get into the footage. It doesn't say it in the patterns, but I'm gonna make the arms and then crochet them on. And one more round, so I'm adding around technically. Red and followed pattern for like any of the colors. It's fairly close to how it looks in real life, I feel like. The size of the finish I was probably like here before. So I did these rounds, and then the eyes, the whiskers, and the snoot.
You could probably stick your head inside that thing.
Like on Friends, how
yeah, like a turkey.
Sticking their head. My power is still off. Out? Not off. I mean, I guess it is off. But out. Off, I feel like sounds like it's by choice. But it's still out and has been for like a half hour. Crochet with the little tiny bit of daylight that's left. Like the sun is actively going down right now because it's like 7:30. So hopefully it'll come back on, because it's definitely gonna make this 24-hour thing impossible if it like goes all the way down, because we're literally just gonna be sitting here like in the dark. I don't even, well, we might have like 1 or 2 candles that were like gifts from his mom. Usually gets me candles for like Mother's Day and things, so they come in handy for times like this. But other than that, I don't think we even have a flashlight, so there'll definitely not be any light to crochet with. And I'm pretty good, but I don't think I can crochet in the dark. This low lighting now is like kind of tough, but my yarn's light and I'm just like double crocheting into each stitch, so it's going okay. But if I was doing anything more complicated, this would not be working out. I know most of my updates haven't been like super talking updates, because that's just like hard to do. I'm planning on like voicing over things, but I know you can definitely tell by how I look like the amount of time it's been, because it's getting like, I'm deteriorating throughout the day, and I'm not even quite 12 hours in. I'm like 10 hours in. I think 7 o'clock made 10 hours. So the hands do hurt a little bit, but they're actually not too bad. I did switch projects though. My arms were definitely getting tired doing the cat project because that is like a big cat. So it's like heavy to hold up to crochet. So this, I'm making a blanket. This is like what I have so far. So obviously holding up this is like super light in comparison. It is nice to be on a project where I don't have to count, because even first thing this morning I had to redo a couple of rows, like not just a few stitches, but I was like coming to the end of a round and having like 3 extra stitches left, and so like my accounts were like bad. Normally I'm not too stressed about it. Like if I get to the end of the row and I've got 1 extra or 1 less, I will increase or decrease as needed to make my counts correct. Because like you can hide, I feel like, 1 mistake, yeah, just fine. No one's gonna know. But like when you start coming to the end of the row and you're either like missing a couple of stitches or you have like extra stitches, like you just did your 5th set and there's like 3 extra stitches, like that's when I feel like you really start noticing something's a little funky if you try to cover it up. So I will like frog back, and usually, especially in plush yarn, you really can't tell where you've like made increases or decreases when you're counting stitches. So I usually end up needing to like frog the whole row, and some of the like rounds on that cat have like 60 to 70 stitches. I think the high point was 72, and then there was multiple rounds that had 60 to 66 in both the head and the body, so it was like pretty big and a lot to like undo. And yeah, I have no idea why I was like that this morning. Like I had gotten up, I didn't do my normal morning cleaning routine because I do that like every day, but Zach was home today, so I honestly like pushed off what I normally do to him just to have like the little break. And I like ate breakfast and caffeinated, so there should have been no reason for me to be like off my game, but I definitely was. It's kind of frustrating to have to like keep redoing the rows. It happened like 3 times pretty bad. Definitely getting frustrated, and I'm like, if that's how I am like a couple hours into this is gonna go downhill real fast. All that to say, I'm glad I just need to like double crochet into each stitch right now, all the way to the end of the line, and like not have to count. Though it is a little bit dull, but I want to at least finish this color on this blanket, and it goes to row 7, and I think I'm on row 4 if my progress is like accurate. We have like lost the light pretty bad. I also hope the power comes back on soon, because we just got out of like heat advisory in effect at like 7 p.m. And it's Florida, so it's still pretty freaking warm. So I know my house is gonna warm up. It sure does look like my neighbor across the street has power. I don't have any. Like it would come back on, right? Yeah, it would come back on. We had like a bunch of stuff on. I know we at least had like kitchen light on. Yeah, that's out. Yeah, I see a porch light on. It definitely looked like his house was lit up. But now I see a porch light. He is like one house over and directly across the street. Well, that is trucking fantastic. I'm losing light. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to like keep going. I'll see about getting to the end of this row and then stopping and seeing like where we're at, if I like even have enough daylight left to do that. I don't think I'm gonna have enough daylight left to finish this. Okay, so you guys just watched everything as far as I got done. That last video I was like filming in the dark because like all the daylight was just like leaving. So I crocheted until the daylight was gone, and then I turned on my phone light and was crocheting by phone light for a little while. I probably crocheted till like 9 p.m. And then at that point, like I was worried I was going to kill my phone. And like I doubt you would need it for an emergency because I mean it's just like a power outage. It was shocking because there was not even raining. Like it had rained earlier in the day, but I mean just rained. It wasn't like a full like thunderstorm. So it was very random why it happened and it was like completely out of nowhere. So that like effectively ended it because like I did not want to kill my phone and it was getting late anyway, so I was definitely not going to try to crochet through the night on phone light alone because it wouldn't have lasted the whole time anyway. So we just kind of at that point, I quit crocheting. We did our normal nighttime routine. The kids go to bed usually by 9, and then we just like got into bed. We were still awake at like 10:30ish when the power came back on. So I suppose I could have come out here and did it, but I mean at that point I had already resolved to be done. It had been like an hour and a half. It ended the challenge for me. So, but I do like this little, because at that point I had crocheted for like 12 hours straight. I do like this little like taste of what it'd be like. My hands don't hurt too bad today. Of course I'm like well rested because I got through the night like with sleep. But yeah, I think I might be able to do it. It didn't go too bad, is my whole point. Quit, but the power going out definitely doesn't happen. And like I got proof on camera, so you guys know I didn't just like want to quit. But I'll attempt again. Yeah.